Hey everybody, it's Crypto Adrian speaking. I'm very excited for today's second day. This is actually the second day of our virtual 14-day free trading congress. And I'm very excited because I have a very, very good friend with me, Paweł Łaskarzewski. And we're going to discuss about the financial revolution brought by blockchain, brought with the help of blockchain. And specifically, you're going to learn how Synapse Network is actually about to do and turn the world upside down for better. For everybody who is actually just around Synapse Network. And you're going to know and learn exactly how. If you were ready, guys, to kick off this day 2 of 14-day free trading congress with us, make sure you stay tuned because we are going there right in a moment. Beautiful opening. My good friend, Paweł Łaskarzewski, he's the great guy, great person, everybody. For everybody who's just not familiar with Paweł, we both come from Poland, actually. So this is actually very, very good that we met the other day. This was a very lucky day and a lucky meeting because otherwise Paweł would perhaps not have been here. But Paweł is a special person. He is the CEO of Synapse Network. And Synapse Network is one of the very, very big and really respected cross-chain projects. And they are literally bringing the DeFi, disruption around the banking system. So this is some sort of like a common bridge where we can face two worlds of like regular banking and connect it with DeFi and make it all one. This is like chains like now we're nothing Before, in my opinion. So Paweł, welcome to today's session broadcast. I'm very happy. How are you feeling today? How's it going?
Perfectly fine. I'm glad to be here today because I was waiting for this event last week, and a lot of people from our community were interested because they think that we will unveil some mysteries behind the Synapse today that they don't know or they are not aware of.
Okay, insider info. Cool. I would not mind that at all personally, but let's see how it goes.
Maybe we will
do
something.
Yeah. How about we kick off with like teaching people what Synapse Network actually stands for? There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of maybe not confusion, but a lot of like DeFi terms. A lot of DeFi projects face the reality where a lot of like mainstream people really face the challenge of understanding what the DeFi is, right? So if you were to describe very quickly and introduce to the newcomers, like what Synapse Network stands for, what is it? What is Synapse Network?
So the Synapse Network is a very complex ecosystem. So we have been building Synapse Network on two main revenue streams. So the first one is this investment ecosystem, which has been built on top of the first cross-chain launchpad in the world, on the VC, venture capital firm that we have co-founded by providing our own capital from previous exits that we made on the market. And from this technological company that we have built out there, so we have the development team that is providing tech solutions, tech products for the companies all over the world. So like Antibot solution of ours, which is very famous in the Asian world, and a lot of projects from this region are using our tech solutions. So this is the first area. The second is the DeFi one, because for the last 5 years, our team was thinking about how to bring the crypto market to the people in the traditional space that are working and investing in the traditional companies on traditional markets. And for now it was a problem because like 5 years ago it was not possible because of the regulatory mindset. They were totally against in 2017. I remember my meeting with one of the C-level guys from Visa in 2017 when we were building the first bank, which meant to be.
You told me about it over the other day.
Yeah, to be connected to the blockchain. And I remember when we brought the idea of providing those DeFi products and this blockchain space to the people in traditional markets, the guys from Visa reacted as they would be as students of Hogwarts. And if somebody in the middle of Hogwarts yelled Voldemort, that's how afraid they were. And right now, Visa and part of the settlement system of the Visa has been switched to USDC on Ethereum. So that's a huge mindset shift. So that's why we believe that now is the moment when these DeFi solutions can be brought to the people on traditional markets. And this is exactly what we would like to do. We would like to give, for example, my mother ability to use her fiat money to invest into the DeFi product and to earn a bigger APY than she have right now in her bank, because it's like 0.5%. So it's nothing basically. So it's zero. And a lot of companies have struggling with the same problems. They don't know how to save capital, where to put this capital not to lose, because right now a lot of firms around the world have negative interest rates because they are just having the money in the bank on their bank account. So that's the problem. So that's basically what we want to do here at Synapse, to bring this crypto space within the secure environment, within the regulated environment, to the people on traditional markets, because they have ability right now to enter this ecosystem. But it's hard because they need to learn how to use MetaMask, what the private key is, all those stuff. And bringing the fiat money right now is fairly complex, because they need to transfer this to Binance or Huobi or somewhere else, convert this, and then to go to some website with Anchor protocol or anything else, and somehow use this capital with 5 transfers in the middle, and that's hard. So we want to simplify this world by just providing them ability with one-click investments, and to bring this world to them.
That is pretty sick. I mean, as a crypto trader, enthusiast, like whatever you name that, I've definitely been facing this, especially in the past years. I've been facing that ever since this overall lack of ease at doing things. Just like you're saying, these one-click solutions, right? We need them, to be honest, because if we want to hit the mainstream, if we want to go global, if we want to hit the adoption, right, then you have to address it like to the very, very basic user, very average, user. Just like people use Uber, just like people would use, like, I don't know, McDonald's app, right? It has to be very, very simple. It has to be very simple, otherwise it's not going to It's not going to bring in the special traffic, right? This is something like, it's going to be hard, right? You're saying that it would be hard to go mainstream,
because otherwise everybody is speaking in the crypto space about the adoption, but everyone, literally most of those projects are bringing the crypto projects for the crypto enthusiasts. This is not making the adoption bigger. The adoption will gonna be made by simplifying solutions, by providing better UX, because to be honest, MetaMask UX is horrible. That's true. And user experience, the user journey out there is it's not one-click solution like in Revolut or somewhere else. When you are hit one button, you have invested into the American Airlines stocks or into the Bitcoin or something like that. It should be like that. So the people, the projects, the solutions which will brought this kind of interactions to the people from traditional space will win. So this is exactly what we want to do. And we also, this is not the end game for us, because we believe about joining forces, about cooperation. That's why if we are going to succeed on the retail market, we would like to have a cooperation with those big banks that have plenty of users, and they have a problem today because they don't know how to deal with this sector. They want to cooperate with and to give exposure for their clients to crypto space, but they don't know how to make that happen. So if we are going to make this for the retail users within the regulated and secure environment, with the stamp of the regulator that they can use it, we can become a white label solution provider for those other guys. And this is what the adoption is all about. So to provide this solution through our application or through the systems of our partners to a massive amount of people that for now we're not able to use the crypto space because of the security, user experience, the way how they need to interact with this world. So that's another step of the development of our solution.
Yeah, I'm glad you're mentioning that first of all, you're very well respected in the space. For those who actually don't know that, I met Paweł, I think it was in March earlier this year or something like that. I cannot even remember the day, to be honest. The time flies so fast. But I got extremely excited because and super impressed with Paweł's vision. And there is entire history behind Paweł. Like there's been insane amount of like hard work that Paweł has been putting in, and I'm pretty convinced that when the Paweł mentions, the financial revolution, he really means it, right? The team of Synapse, they really mean it. So moving on to the next point, because the title just beautifully, puts and highlights the financial revolution through blockchain. But what does that really mean? What does financial revolution through blockchain? What does it mean?
Okay, so the main problem that we see right now on the markets globally is that people are losing their savings, and we are very familiar with that when we are speaking with our users from Turkey, for example. The Turkish lira lost like 70% in the last 5 years to dollar, and the people are literally losing their capital and their assets because of the value of this lira, and they are looking for ways to not earn but to save their money. And the crypto space is one of those places where you can easily put your money into, for example, USDT on some kind of stable coins to just have your capital on the, let's say, same level, excluding the inflation. And the problem that those users were telling us a lot of times and very often is that they are not able, and their friends, their family are not able to enter this world very easy. So right now on the traditional markets, you have ways to earn by CFDs, but by investment into stocks, different financial instruments, and basically a blockchain space and cryptocurrencies are new wave of financial instruments that are available for the people. But the problem is the barrier to enter this world, this blockchain / crypto world. And as I said like 5 seconds ago, the revolution through blockchain is to provide those people something that nobody did before. So to build a financial institution, a regulated one, with license, with financial license. We did it a couple of times before, so we know how to deal with regulators, and to provide them within this environment a ways to put their capital into the blockchain in secure way. So what does it mean? That does it mean that my mother or my friends or somebody else can get their salary, because we will have IBANs, we will have cards, we will have a lot of products, traditional stuff. But we also will have this gateway into this cryptocurrency financial world. And we want to provide people a whole set of things that they usually use, like they can get their salary to put into the account in our financial application, to click with one button, I would like to invest into the stable coins. I would like to put my money into the Bitcoin. I would like to put my money into the Anchor protocol is on Terra, which is giving me 20% a year. So this is fairly easy to do, but the problem is that when those people are trying to do this and achieve this kind of results using their own hands and using their own computer, their own MetaMask, very often they have problems with scammers which are stealing the private keys from them, and they are losing all the capital, which was a substantial amount that they've saved for the last 20 years or so. I've seen it. And what we would like to provide and build is this secure place where they can put the capital, so we can put this into the different DeFi protocols. We are going to build also our own DeFi protocols by connecting to the big partners. And the easiest way, is to build liquidity and to provide this liquidity to the exchanges like Binance, KuCoin, or so. And they will, share part of the yield with us, and that's the easiest way, and this is a secure one. So this is exactly what we mean by saying a revolution through blockchain, by connecting, by binding those two markets, two worlds, together.
Yeah. The problem. the problem I can see, I mean, we kind of like perhaps name it differently, but there's this trust issues that people have, the mainstream, the regular people have with crypto. Not to mention DeFi,
Yeah.
right? Because they would think it's completely different thing, as a matter of fact. But people, like average people, I personally do not have a single tiniest bit of trust towards my banks. They keep blocking my transfers. They keep blocking in my money. I mean, I cannot emphasize. I don't want to extend on that, but it's pretty crazy, right? And there's been a lot of sayings, like in Poland, at least we say that it's you got it safe as in the bank, right? It's kind of like the bank was a synonym somehow to the safety, to the security, but it's not there anymore, right? The disruption is coming from many different factors, from many different external like sources, and DeFi hopefully is there as a decentralized way to do it. To fix and patch the holes that this entire corrupted banking systems actually are bringing. So let's talk about the DeFi, like DeFi versus banking. How does it actually, couldn't be utilized? What does DeFi fix? Well, on behalf, let's say, like with Synapse Network as a case study, but how DeFi actually just is possible to take over this banking industry, like to build the trust that banks used to have the other day.
So the main problem with financial industry right now is that you are not an owner of the assets that you have in there. They are the owners of that, and this problem is very clearly seen with the Greece bailout, with the Cyprus bailout, where people lost like 30% of their capital or even more because
I think
the government said so.
I think it was 80%.
So maybe even more, but the key issue in there is that the government said so, and you just lost 80% of your capital, 50 even, or 30. That's not relevant, but you lost it. You were hard working for your whole life, and then after 20 years of work, this government just with one decision took your savings, took your life savings that you wanted to spend for your daughter's studies, that you wanted to spend for maybe your after work I don't know, trips or so, I don't know, but you lost it. That's the key. And what is the beauty of DeFi is that you are actually an owner of your own capital, and that's the thing. This is the most important element. So the institutions that are operating on the DeFi cannot take you out this money. They are just
this comes with risks. This comes with
repeat?
Risks, doesn't it? This comes with risks, as in, if you are owner of your money, of course, some people would choose. Of course, I agree with what you were saying, but I can imagine some people would choose, to trust with their money to the bank because their risk is somehow quote unquote solved, which of course in practice is not, right? But there, when you're actually owner of your money, people are afraid to own their money because they know they can screw up. They can actually just missend it somewhere. They can just change the character somewhere in the address, in the wallet address, and they can screw it up. So we're talking about the simplicity. Like, is the simplicity needed in there?
Yeah, exactly. So people are afraid that they can screw up with the security stuff, and they are doing. They are always doing this kind of thing because somebody will ask them, "Hey, may I help you with access to your funds? Because we've seen that somebody is trying to steal it from you." And the person is not thinking anymore about the risk, but the person is thinking about he may lose the capital, and he's providing all the keys or the stuff to the scammer. The scammer is just withdrawing the capital out. So the thing, how it may be done is in the middle. So by providers that can support you with the security stuff around your capital, but still is going to provide and put your money into the DeFi protocols, where you are when you have the security of still being an owner of your own capital. So that's totally doable. So that's totally can be done. And we believe that this is the future of the financial sector and of the direction where the next regulations and where the financial institution need to go in the future, because too much of the capital, institutional one, came into the DeFi and into the crypto market. And it's still every day Tether is minting another billions of dollars that came from are going from the traditional market, are floating from traditional market into the crypto space. So these billions of dollars are increasing the overall TVL in the crypto, and is allowing the crypto to grow big enough to get attention of the big players, to get attention of the real investors, and to get attention, unfortunately, of regulators. So that means that the companies that are going in the future to operate in this market are going to need to adjust some parts of the operations to the regulatory staff. And the regulatory staff have in mind the only one thing. So the regulators doesn't care if we as a bank, we as a financial institution are losing our own capital. They don't care. We can, borrow people money. Nobody can.
Yeah, but people's money.
Yeah. They are afraid only about the people's money, and this is the only thing. And if you are able to provide them a stamp and proof that the people's money are going to be secure, this is all they care about. And the movement on the market where the people want more transparency, a lot of problems with the US banks who were doing a lot of shady stuff, violating the AML rules, trading and dealing with the restricted countries, showed us that they are not trustworthy, and people are looking for new solutions like blockchain, which is totally transparent. And regulators are also looking for the blockchain space to be introduced within the regulatory space. And I know I have a friend who is a friend of one of the SEC executives, and we had this brief discussion 1 week ago, sorry. And
perhaps you can talk to them to be kinder to crypto people.
They are thinking about this, but they are also thinking about the introduction, a new blockchain for financial institutions to put all the transactions that are happening within those financial institutions on the blockchain. So the regulator have easier way to verify, all the AML stuff, but also to have all those transactions in a transparent world, because we have trust crisis right now in the financial sphere all over the world. So
we do.
That's why I'm thinking that the blockchain.
Especially with the pandemic accounted, like people have lost trust towards saving, especially their own money, because so many people actually lost their savings, they lost the jobs, they lost the money, so they're even more trustless than ever before. And actually, before jumping to the next one, which is cross-chain, I want to remind and actually welcome kindly everybody who's just joined in, because, well, if you join in, we're talking with Paweł Łaskarzewski, the CEO of Synapse Network, about the financial revolution through blockchain. And if you are new, if you've just joined, I want you guys to hit the subscribe button, smash the likes for Paweł, leave some kind comments as well, leave some questions, because, when we have some time perhaps left at the end of the stream, perhaps we can pick like 2 or 3 questions to very briefly answer, but we'll see how it goes. And I want to actually remind you, because this 14-day free trading congress is coming to you with amazing free opportunities, and one of these are actually put in the description to this video right now. It's actually visible in there. We are talking about the giveaways. We are giving away stuff, we are giving away money, we are giving away amazing valuable let's say items, subscriptions that you guys would definitely not mind to would not mind to get. I promise you that. And there is a giveaway secret code. Okay, so if you want to take part in the giveaway, this applies to every public broadcast that we have on the Trading Congress. Go in the description to this video if you're watching that on YouTube. Okay, and you're going to get that giveaway. The giveaway link, and you have to put in the special giveaway secret code that is actually displayed right now. It's being displayed right now in the broadcast, right? You can see the giveaway code, secret code, Synapse 2021. Go for it. Go for the giveaway and claim your free stuff. This is, well, if you don't like free stuff, like nobody doesn't like free stuff. Everybody loves free stuff. Come on, go for it, guys.
Black Friday is soon, so yeah.
Exactly.
Friday giveaway with Synapse.
Exactly.
And
exactly. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the cross-chain. Let's talk about the cross-chain. What is this thing about? What is this thing about for the cross-chain?
Yeah, so right now, so we have this thesis that we assume that the next bull run is going to happen on the cross-chain, in the cross-chain world. So we have this metaverse now. Before that, we had this NFTs. Before that, oracles and DeFi stuff, etc. So I think the next one is going to be a cross-chain bull run. Why? Because a lot of L1 and L2 blockchains are growing up, and a lot of TVL is enclosed within those silos. And the problem that most of the companies I spoke with, those traditional ones and those investment companies, see on the market is that how to easily and fast exchange capital in between those ecosystems to increase the APY, the yield, the earning, to increase the income that they are generating. And I believe that the next bull run is going to happen on top of this cross-chain, because this is going to allow a lot of capital to enter the space and to be exchanged in between chains. This will connect the whole crypto world in between. So there will be no problem to exchange the capital, the money between Ethereum and, I don't know, Solana, for example, or Terra. Now, right now, it's, causing you a lot of problems, because you need to spend a lot of time to make that happen, and sometimes those bridges are hanging up, and you need to wait for 12 hours.
I've been there. I've done that. I confirm.
Yeah, and the problem is that in the meantime, when you are exchanging the capital from one chain to another, the time is passing by, and when you receive the capital on the second side, all the values that you are counting for can be completely different, and you start losing the money. So that is the people that are using high frequency trading are not doing this cross-chain because of this kind of problem. They would do this cross-chain if they would have fast platforms that are allowing them to make that happen. And how it fits into the Synapse. So it fits into the Synapse that we are doing this in two streams. So the first one is that we have this cross-chain launchpad. This is the first cross-chain launchpad in the world, because most of them are not engineered in a good way. They just engineered or just copy paste from the GitHub from another project, and that's how they usually do. What we did in there. So we integrated like 9 chains right now within our platform, and very soon 7 more are going to be added. So like we have this Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, we have Solana very soon. Just OKX has been added like a week ago. So Phantom and more of those stuff, and that means that we can launch projects from any chain on the market, and that's a good thing. But the better thing is when it comes to the investments from the people side. So for example, if we have this Ethereum project, the gas prices are too high sometimes, so the people from those low cap countries are like, we entered Vietnam last week, and those people are super happy because we have this Phantom, we have this Binance Smart Chain, we have Polygon, and they can use Polygon to invest into Ethereum project. They don't have to invest using Ethereum. They can use Binance Smart Chain to invest into Ethereum project. They can use Ethereum to invest into Polygon project. So they can use even several at a time. So if they, for example, have $500 allocation, they can use like 100 from Ethereum, 100 from Binance Smart Chain, 200 from Polygon, and I don't know, 100 from Phantom. And they can invest like this. So that means that we created a way so people can do cheap transactions and invest into projects that are requiring high gas fees, but also that they can use any chain they want to invest into the projects on different chains. And Polygon and Binance Smart Chain sometimes are struggling with the problems with making transfers and performance. So they're just hanging out. And if we are launching the project on Binance Smart Chain, the people can invest into this project if the Binance Smart Chain is hanged out on Phantom or on Polygon. That's not a problem at all. So they have a flexibility and freedom. And our underlying technology will convert the whole capital into desired by the project. So for example, the project idea at the end would like to receive the capital in BUSD, even though that they are launching themselves and they token on Ethereum. we can do this just like that. And this is the cross chain. This is the total cross chain. How the way how we are providing the people this flexibility, which we are providing to the people within this investment ecosystem. And that's the first part of the cross chain work.
Okay.
And the second,
because there's definitely, well, first of all, the utility somehow incorporated of the SNP token, right? Of the SNP token. So let's talk about very briefly about the token and how it actually, what it can do for the mainstream users, right? Because eventually, end of the day, we're talking about like the mainstream capacity to take use of that, right? So how will SNP as a token, help mainstream users? What does it do? How can it help?
Yeah, we are in the retail business, so we need retail to have business. So that's the features of there are plenty of features of the SNP token. So I will start with the obvious one. So you need to possess the SNP tokens to be eligible to invest into the project that are on the platform. There is a guaranteed allocation, so there is no lottery, etc., etc. You have 48 hours to invest into each and every one project, so you can take your time to invest. You don't have to do this ASAP. So that's the first thing. The second thing, we launched 2 staking programs, so you can stake SNPs and you can stake liquidity tokens from Uniswap and from PancakeSwap. So, and we are bringing you 100% APR a year, APR on liquidity mining and 30% on token staking. So that's the first thing. Additionally, we have brought a lot of features for the people that are staking for a longer period of time. So if you are staking for more than 30 days, we have a special Diamond Hands program where we are providing people additional APR from the transactions that are happening on the platform, on the exchanges, etc. So there is a small fee that we are providing to those people that are with us for a longer period of time. And we are going to make that bigger, this program, for the people that are working and using our platform for a longer period of time. Additional thing is that we have launched a mystery part of the Synapse, which is called VCTR, where people have I cannot say exactly what are benefits of that, because that's the way about the VCTR. But the people who stake the most capital, the most tokens, are eligible to participate in the benefits provided by the VCTR, by the VC part of the Synapse. And in the next step, when we are going to launch this DeFi part, we are going to provide a lot of additional things within the DeFi ecosystem, which are going to bring a lot of additional things for the people that are using our platform, like payment card, like DeFi stuff, like payments itself. So the people are going to be able to have their IBAN and use and transfer those funds somewhere. And we have also a deal with company that is providing payments for the biggest e-commerces around the world. So you are going to be able to pay with your SNP tokens on Amazon, for example, for books, for movies, for anything else. So this is going to probably happen in the next 1 month or so. So plenty of use cases of the Synapse are going to happen very soon, and that's it. I think.
Okay, I definitely know about staking. I think 30% API is pretty good. I mean, it's very competitive. Like with the liquidity pools on top of that, I think this overall DeFi legs. There are so many legs of DeFi that it can actually participate and get this passive income, right? And you can manage that all like without the need of applying the banks. You don't need to ask banks to unlock a transaction for you, right? Because that's what the blockchain does. That's what the DeFi industry does. And I think with those cross-chain utility that is actually coming from bridging, not even bridging, but just being synced, being synchronized, right, between different chains. I think this is what people very much need, and I tell you exactly why. Because this is funny thing. I cannot recommend to anybody doing that to do this, but recently have like mistakenly, of course, there's a lot going on, and mistakenly sent, I think it was Ethereum, but it went from the Polygon chain and I send it, and I think I sent it to another wallet, which was actually on the Ethereum chain itself. And I didn't really properly somehow bridge that, right? Don't ask me why. I was pretty tired that day. And another day I lost about $20,000 there. So it is it's happened recently. Sorry. So while talking about utilities, while talking about this cross-chain interoperability, I see so many actual like solutions. Perhaps this is just an idea. This is just a case that's happened to me. Of course, it hurts to my portfolio, but happily this is there's still so much work to do for the entire industry, right? When it's supposed to be simple and some sort of like a bulletproof to the mainstream average user, then we have to be ready as well for for somehow not even managing but optimizing the risk. So you have to make all the applications, all that you do and provide as a project, you face the challenge, especially in the DeFi, you face the challenge of simplifying things enough to the people so that they don't make dumb mistakes just like I did. And with that
we
said,
have plenty of users like this.
Yeah, it happens. That's my point.
Yeah.
And the moment that we want to go fully mainstream, I can see that being one major issue, the risk, right? The bank actually, I can understand the bank side to an extent, because they say at least they would manage the risk. Here you have the full control, which comes with your pros and cons, comes with your advantages and disadvantages. So I think that the overall direction that we have to take, probably not even in this bull market, which is probably ending soon, but in the upcoming ones, in the upcoming cycles, is to actually make the step forward to simplify the usability of that, right? Simplify the options that they can choose, so that just like you were saying, that Synapse provides this one-click solutions. We really need that, and that actually may be like one of the main players and races in the next cycle. And while talking of the next cycles, I want to hear a little bit about your plans for future as Synapse Network. What are your plans for future?
So we have so many plans. I will tell few of those for the nearest future. So like within 2 weeks, we are going to launch something that was not launched ever before in this industry. So we are going to launch fiat investments into the projects on our Launchpad platform. And besides being cross-chain, we want to be cross-market. We want to allow people from traditional market connect their credit card and to invest directly into the project without the need of transferring the funds into the Binance, then transferring this into the MetaMask, and connecting the MetaMask and invest from the MetaMask into the project of their choice. They can do this instantly, just like that. So that's one of the first thing, and the people from 160 countries around the world are going to be eligible to invest into this, into those projects that are raising on our platform. So that's the first step into this, simplicity that I was speaking before. So that's one of the features that we would like to have very soon. The next one is something that we have not been speaking to the people before. So those 7 chains that I mentioned before, the first one is going to be Solana very soon, and then others will follow. Another element that we have just established is a cooperation with the engine. So we have a partnership with engine, still yet without all the details, but we are going to provide together with the engine a lot of details very soon, because we would like also to somehow provide this gaming and NFTs market that is a clearly visible bull run right now on the market to the people, to allow them to participate in that as well. And also this is something that we are still working on. We are talking with few very big players from different countries around the world, with whom we are speaking about introducing our financial ecosystem, our financial solution, this DeFi part, to those financial institutions in those countries. And this is if we are going to succeed in this area. So this is something that is going to be very, very big, because this will go not only into this financial institution, but also it will go with regulatory and government approvals in those countries. So this is what we are working in, and this is a lot of stuff needs to be done to achieve that, because you need to have a lot of meetings with those guys from banks and those government things, and it's taking time. It's taking a lot of time because they need to understand everything, and they don't know what MetaMask is, and they don't know what gas price is.
Yeah, they are
so
very
you
slow.
need to explain them
very
everything.
slow. They are
Yeah,
very
they are.
slow.
They are.
I can remember a funny thing. I can remember. Not many of you perhaps may know that some funny insight, but I was early this year. I think it was actually right after our 200K celebration Congress, which was in May. So, Jesus, the time flies super fast. I mean, we're in the 500K celebration, and 200K celebration was like 6 months ago, or not even that.
Yeah.
And basically, I can remember pitching that, pitching the crypto blockchain in Bitcoin to one of the largest banking subsidiaries, the like sister companies to US bank. It's 11, and they do cashless. They do cash. They provide cashless solutions for like payments, like the payment terminals. Exactly, that you see in the shops and the stores. And I was pitching to the management board back then. It was a funny thing, but they kept asking questions, that that were completely off the track. Like they kept asking me like, okay, but isn't it like money laundering going on? Well, here's the case, right? Of course, there's a lot of money laundering going on, but guess what? On the cash on the fiat system, there is even more money laundering going on. There's more, trafficking, human trafficking, and worse things going on, and it's all paid in fiat, right? So take that. That's what I said to them, and of course, there was no actual feedback. But that's the point. This is This is what we are facing, as innovators. This is what we are facing as projects. Reaching out to those mainstream people, to those very, very how to call that, like cold projects. They are very resistant to change, and we're talking about the banking. But this change is coming. This change is coming also with the help of the firms and companies just like Synapse Network. And I want to give everybody, Paweł, go ahead.
One thing to add to that only. So it's worth to ask ourselves a question. Before Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, where all the money laundering happened? In the financial system, because there was no other system before. So, everything started, all the money laundering, all the terrorist stuff, and everything started there.
I know, of course. That's the point, right?
Because there was no other system. There was no other way.
I know. That's ironic how it's actually evolved to happen and to come. For everybody, again, we are having about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes at best more to go on this beautiful trading related broadcast, investment related broadcast, Synapse Network related broadcast. Everybody, smash the like, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to do it. Take your care to take part in the giveaway that is going on. If you guys have not joined the Congress yet, if you haven't joined the Congress yet to unlock 14 days, or actually it's 13 days right now, because the later you join, the more you miss out. It's 13 days free of charge premium membership in the Birb Nest, and this is like going daily. There's a lot of daily discussions 24/7 going on. You guys want to join with the tape that is shown in the display right now. This is the birbnest.com/500K. You go for it, you sign up. There is a very clear and very brief instruction for you to follow, and you are in a matter of a couple of seconds or minutes, depending on how much you actually slack about that. But I want to take a couple of questions, perhaps very quickly, 1 or 2 questions if we manage to squeeze to Paweł. I ask you guys to keep asking the questions in the chat. So right now we're going to pick. Are you fine with that, Paweł, to go and pick 1 or 2 questions?
I love the questions from the community. They are so creative sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I think there was 1 question that I actually saw. Let me find it. About the KYC requirements. If you guys are going to connect, the ramp for fiat, so how does it look for the KYC?
So our platform requires KYC from the very beginning, because it's in favor of investors. Why? Because otherwise, all the people could create thousands of accounts and took out the guaranteed allocation from the others. So we needed to somehow distinguish those people that are trying to steal you, basically, guys, from your allocations and your ability to invest. And the best way is, to have the ID verification or the biometric verification, which is done by Fractal, our partner, which is, the best solution on the market, basically top one solution on the market. And we are doing the KYC with them. They are taking care of the duplicates recognition. And this is how we are doing this. And zero points of data are stored on our site. So everything is ending at their system. And they are just answering us if the user has the KYC or not, and if the user is a duplicate or not. And that's it.
Okay.
This is the only thing that we care.
Okay, I'm fine with that. There's a question as well. When will be Fiat Gate available in Synapse?
So we are in beta test right now. So in this particular moment, our developers are testing the fiat payments, and they are adjusting the user experience, for the people that are trying to invest from the traditional space to be able to invest at Synapse using their credit cards. And I believe that it's going to be ready at the end of this month tops. So at the end of this month, we are going to be able to enable all of you investment through fiat.
Okay, beautiful. And the last one, everybody. I think this is pretty valid question from Carl Raimondi. How will you implement interoperability? Will you be looking for partnerships that might have patented interoperability solutions? Is it for partnerships, or is it? Yeah.
So we are doing a lot of stuff on our side. So the whole cross-chain stuff that we have developed were developed by us, but also we are looking for partnerships because this is allowing us to speed up development and make time to market momentum faster. So yes, and one of those partners we are going to talk probably in the next 3 up to 4 weeks with the guys from Ethereum Foundation, and they are building their own protocol right now, a cross-chain protocol, and we are going probably to use one of those solutions that those guys are building, and for the DeFi solutions to fast exchange the capital in between.
Okay. Sounds good. Everybody, listen. I think we've covered a lot of hard topics. Those are really rough topics to discuss, because we are discussing, guys, financial revolution. This is not some BS, word. We're talking about some real complex word like use problems to solve, right? Which require a lot of complex solutions, which require a lot of complex, names, of course. So while talking interoperability, like cross-chain, you want to perhaps put it down on your paper, to search for it and learn about it more, and because that is going to give you definitely better picture for what Synapse Network stands for, on top of what Paweł has beautifully just explained to us throughout this beautiful training congress broadcast. And that being said, everybody, I want to finally remind to everybody to take part in our congress. If you have not signed up yet, in the display you can say on your screens, you can see actually the very simple instruction, the birbnest.com/500. Go for it. You don't want to miss it, because right after we disconnect, there is coming a beautiful workshop about trading therapy in 3 things that you need to know about mindset and trading with Jimmy of the Birb Nest. I highly encourage everybody. This is not going to be published. Not every single broadcast is going to be published on YouTube. So you don't want to miss out on our congress. Go ahead, the birbnest.com/500K. Go for it. Smash the likes. I do appreciate really Paweł also. I'm sure Paweł also appreciates all your viewers,
yes,
all your kind comments. There's been insane amount of kind comments in the chats. We very much appreciate it. But if you also appreciate the time that Paweł has dedicated to us, to me, to you, to the 14-day free trading congress participants with more than 30,000 people who have signed up. If you appreciate it, smash the likes. Don't forget to put on the notifications bell as well. Join the giveaway with the secret coupon code, with the secret code Synapse 2021, as far as I can remember. So you have to Penguin, can you bring it up on the screen for the final time? I think it's Synapse 2021, isn't it? For the special code, exactly. Giveaway secret code Synapse 2021. Go for it. You're going to find the giveaway in the description to this video, to this link. It's going to be replayable. You can watch that later. Go for it. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your chance. $500 USDT, $500 in USDT and Tether between 5 different winners. Go ahead, try your luck, get your chances. And guys, with this closing, want to thank Paweł finally for joining us today. I definitely appreciate it. Paweł, it's been great talking to you. Thank you for joining on the Birb Nest Congress.
Thank you very much for the invitation. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Beautiful. All the best, everybody. Go ahead. The next trading session starts in a moment.